Welcome back, everyone. We're back against Salisbury again today. I'm pretty much going to run the same formation 4-2-3-1 as I've been doing for the last, 5 or 6 episodes now. I just changed the middle three. Pereira, I changed it from Klisnach, Costello and Harper to Pereira, Dak and Bennett, just to rotate them up a bit. I believe, well, Smallwood's no longer suspended, but I'll just keep him out for now. I don't really trust him in him. Not after the Roma game where he got himself sent off. Other than that, everyone's pretty good stamina. I think we had a week break between the two games. I'm going to keep Lyle Nash, Benkovic, Ruben Diaz, and Cunningham in defence, and Ryan goal. I don't want to really change anything. I find that core defensive unit is really good, and I can just chop and change these three whenever I want, and it doesn't really seem to alter the game plan too much, because they kind of do their own things. Pereira is more cuts inside, while Klisnach runs around, and Bennett would be similar to Pereira, where he runs in, and Harper prefers to run around and cross the ball in, and Dak is a little more slows the tempo down, while Costello builds it up, so he might be good for trying to slow down the game and kill it off. So they all have their pros and cons and what they bring to the team. I'm going to keep Harper up top because he scored 4 goals last game. I don't really want to take him out just to put Akpom in, although he may want to leave in the summer, so I have to be careful and give him more football. I think he's played 17 games, and I think Arp is on about 25, so there's an 8-game difference. They're not too far apart. Yeah, but this looks like the same team as last time. Yeah. Well, Frida was the left back last time, so that's interesting. Yep, so tell him just to end this game. If we get a goal or two, it's game over. Send assistant. Nash is really coming along well. It's annoying that he still hasn't improved all that much. He's only a 2.5-star player. I think it's because of his technicals aren't great, which is fairly annoying, because when he plays like he's a 3 or 4-star player. Okay, that's game over. They have to score, was it 7? That ain't happening. But sure, let's just build up the goal scoring charts. I think Arp's on 11 at the moment, so if he can get maybe 2 or 3 here, that brings him on to 13, and you're contending for top golden boot in the competition then, especially if we can continue going through. So these guys finished top seed of their group. Wow, that's surprising. Pavelka. Crap. There goes our clean sheet. No reason to do that, Pavelka. Strange that their centre backs, their penalty taker. I suppose Caddis is our main penalty taker for a while, so he must be pretty good. Ooh. The team seems a little more physical this go around. Benkovic always stays really close to the near post. I don't know if he's waiting for the header down or the header across, so he could just volley it in. Velka's not having a great game. Neither is Cunningham. Wow. You know what we're gonna do? Bring on Costello. Yeah. And I'm gonna go to a more advanced 4-2-3-1 and bring Dak back into a deep lying playmaker role once we get this over. That was a very good volley. Pause that there. Tactics. Pull these guys forward. Swap these two around. Deep lying playmaker support. structured. Jeez, they're not having a good game at all. Well, defensive, I guess. Defensive, flexible. Let them have more of the ball. Doesn't matter if we lose this game, but like they have to score 5 more goals, and that realistically is not happening. If it does, holy shit. I think Haidar was already on a yellow card, so he's probably suspended for the next Europa League game anyways. Getting spread wide a lot. Back's on a 7.4. Pereira's on a 6.9. Actually, you know what? We'll go back to basic. We'll go 4-4-2. I'm just going to mess around pretty much the rest of this game, so. And Costello there. Yeah. Try that for a bit. Oh, we have some on here. Jeez, ARP, I cannot find a net in this game. It's very different from the last go round. Wow, your man got the ball there first. Very good. Sure, we'll throw on Pringle as well while we're at it. For Diaz. He's not having a great game. Just to give some players some game time. Oh, off the post. You know what, we'll go for that. We'll go attacking for the last few minutes. Even if we can see it's not the end of the world, but if we draw, it's not the worst thing. Very few free kicks in this game. It's probably game. Jeez, that was a terrible ball. At least I know in the next game I'm going to be starting the previous front three, because those three weren't great. I think Dak played, Dak played 7.3 and Pereira played 7.4. But I think they just exposed the back line too much. That might be it, rather than them kind of lollygagging around the place. And Pereira's passes were pretty woeful. What was Bennett's final course? 6.7. Velka played 6.0. And Diaz played 6.3. That's because we conceded 2 goals, so we weren't really great for the majority of the game. Far from pleased. Went through, but we still win. Let's go 6-2, yeah. Wow. Very lucky there. If they got a second goal, it would have been game over. Well, last second goal as well. 5-1, 4-3, Jesus. Send assistant, 445k. Grand. I'll bring you guys back for the next game. See you in a few. Welcome back. We're back against Middlesbrough. This is pretty much the same 11 I'm going to run, except I'm going to change out Snatch, Costello, and Bennett, or Harper, I mean, for Bennett. I'm gonna throw Smallwood back on the bench in case if Pavelka has another stinker, we can throw him on at least. to shore up the team a bit. But anyways, let's get into it. I think Middlesbrough are expected to run 4-2-3-1 as well. But if the game isn't going as well as I thought it would for us, I'll change it up into I'll keep the formation the same, but I'll change tactically to a control mentality rather than counter. Because I find when you're going against a like-minded side or ability-wise, we can play pretty well. Why? We're the underdogs this game. They switched off. Okay. So this isn't. Let's get into it. If Pavelka doesn't play well, I'll drop him for the next game. And I was thinking for the next game, actually, or next episode, jeez, that was close. We have, it'll be, I'll show you who we got in the Euro Cup and a one league game and the Euro Cup again. I was thinking of doing 3 games in one episode rather than the usual 2 or 1 with transfers, but since we're out of transfer, I was thinking maybe just do all 3, just how close they are together. And might be able to smack it out in 20-25 minutes thereabouts, so depending on how long it goes between the first game and the second game. Why 2 all 3, but just to get through the season pretty quick, because last season went a little bit longer than I expected, so maybe do some 3 episode games. Wow, nothing is happening in this game. We've had 9 shots, 3 on target. We've had 2. Change up to control. We're probably gonna score now. Should have hit the post twice already. Is that a red card? Yep. Straight to the back from. They want to stay on control because they're probably going to sit back in deep to avoid losing. And if we get that goal, then change the counter because then they're going to attack us. Jesus, there's a lot of ping pong shots going in this game. I'll throw on a back palm because Arp isn't having a great game out there. Wait for attack. We'll change Costello up to attacking. Actually, you know what? We need to unlock the defense and throw on attack. He's better at unlocking him, and Costello's better for just absolutely snaking his way through. Yeah, that'll do it for the moment. Double change. Good man, Akpom. I'm tempted to change it now. I'm going to come at us, so we'll counter. Yeah. I'd expect them to go a little more defensive than they did. They have some Babalanga guy on. He always seems to score against me, so hopefully he doesn't today. Knowing my luck, he probably will. I throw on Smallwood for McTominay. I should probably do it for Pavelka, but I'm convinced he won't get himself sent off. McTominay could get injured though. Even though he has great stamina, I don't know what it is. He's like liable to damage his ankle once he gets around the 60 mark. More structured. Let's see out this game. Yay! Good result. We needed a win just to get us back on track. Good lads, winning the game. But yeah, as you can see there, we have Borussia Mönchengladbach in the next game. Oh, 2.5 million, Jesus. We have enough in the budget anyways to cover that, or at the bank. But yeah, schedule. So I was thinking doing the 2 Gladbach games and Wolves as 3 games, 1 episode. I think I might run it depending on how long the episode's going. If say we're at 25 minutes and we're not through the second game, obviously I'll just do the third game for a separate episode. But I think we just might run that. Yeah, we're not doing too bad on time. 16 minutes. Last episode was about, when I finished recording, it was about 20 something. But grand. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.